Fyodor! Saturn, voiced by Fyodor. Staring Jupiter. Sun, ha ha. Mars and Pluto. Mischievous Mars. I'm mischievous Mars. I love mischievous Mars. Come in. Hi, Jupiter. What are you watching? Mars. I'm watching mischievous Mars. Ow, 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 ow! Jupiter! You are too young to be watching mischievous Mars. That's it. You are grounded for 3 weeks. Go to your room right now. Planimations. Season 14. Today's episode is Jupiter's driving test fail. Jupiter, come downstairs. What do you need, son? Jupiter, let me tell you this. So since you are 16 years old, I have signed you up for a driving test later today. What do I have to do? What you have to do is you have to try and pass the test. If you fail, then you are going to retake it until you pass it. And if you pass it, you get your driver's license. And there is a chance you could get into a car accident if you don't listen to the instructor. Wait, what? Did you say that I'm going to get into a car accident? What I said is true, but don't worry, because if you get into a car accident, we will call an ambulance to take you to the hospital. And you won't get into a car accident if you listen carefully to the instructor. I don't want to take a driving test. 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 You're just trying to get me into a car accident to kill me. Jupiter, we're not trying to kill you. I've signed you up for this driving test because you need to know to drive when you're 16. Because when you turn 18 in 2025, you're going to have to use the car to get to places by yourself, like a grown-up. And since you are 16 years old, you need to stop acting like a baby and actually act your age for once. I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. Don't call me a baby. I'm 16 years old, not 3. I don't want to take a driving test. 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 You're trying to kill me in a car accident. Jupiter, like I told you, I'm not trying to kill you in a car accident. Like I told you earlier, we need you to get to places by yourself so you can start acting mature and not throw babyish tantrums like what you're doing right now. Also, if you're throwing a childish tantrum when you're a grown-up, people are just going to make fun of you. They're going to go and say, how old is that giant planet? He should be ashamed of himself for his childish behavior. So, if you act like that, people are just going to comment on your behavior. I signed you up for this driving test to help you act mature. Don't Don't call me childish. 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 You entitled monster. Wah 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 wah. Jupiter! You have two options. One, you can either get up off the floor and stop throwing a childish tantrum, or two, you can keep acting the way you're acting and get no rewards. How about this? If you try your best at your driving test and listen to the instructor properly, then I will buy you a treat tomorrow. How does that sound? Okay, I'll do a driving test. That's what I like to hear. Hello, how may I help you today? Oh, I've signed my planet Jupiter up for his driving test. And may I ask how old he is? Oh, he is 16 years old. Proceed. Bye, Jupiter. I'll be back to pick you up later. What do I have to do? This is driving school. What do you think you have to do? You have to drive! What? But it's only the beginning of driving lessons, and you're already making me drive? Don't ask those stupid questions, Jupiter. The whole thing is about driving. So let's just get driving now! Wah 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 wah! Stop screaming at me, you entitled monster! Wah 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 wah! I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. You're trying to kill me in a car accident. Wah 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 wah! Jupiter! Don't call me an entitled monster and stop acting like a 2-year-old baby. Now quit that behavior and let's get on to the driving lesson. But I'm so scared that I'm gonna die in a car accident. Why did the sun have to sign me up for the scary driving test? Wah 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 wah. Jupiter, how you're acting proves you're childish. Now, please stop it with that behavior so we can continue on our test. Okay. I'll stop it. It's okay, Jupiter. Now, let's start driving. Red light. That means I have to stop. Jupiter, you've just pushed the brake very fast. Points deducted for rough brakes. This is my first time driving. Don't judge me. Jupiter, there is no red light. It means you can turn. Okay, where do I turn? Turn left. Which way? Left. Switch lanes. Oh, Jupiter, good thing you're okay. Did I pass the driving test? Unfortunately, no. Also, I've called the police on that instructor, and I've also hired you a better instructor. The injury's not too bad, just a broken arm. Oh, 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 oh! How dare you get Jupiter into a car accident? Instead of telling him to switch lanes, you should have told him to watch out. You are permanently fired. Get out of my face right now.